We're talking about having hermit crabs for pets today. Right now we're going to talk about how to pick your crabs. Most pet stores have hermit crabs. Some are better than others. Some have a bigger variety than others, so you just have to look at your local pet stores and see what they have. One word of caution: when you go to the beach, do not be tempted to pick up these crabs and take them home. It's just not, they are not adapted to that much change, and they will usually die on you, and it will be a sad death for you and your family. So don't do that. Go to the pet store. When you're picking your crabs, ask the pet store people if they can get them out for you, because I like to see who's going to be walking around and active and who isn't. Some hermit crabs won't come out very often at all, and you want them to be a little more active. There's just more fun for your kids. So I ask them if they'll just dip them in their water and get them out on the floor and let me look at them and see who's going to walk around. When you're picking your crabs, you need to think about how old your children who are going to be with these crabs. You don't want to get really, really big ones. They can get really huge, as big as my hand. I prefer the smaller ones, and maybe small to medium for young kids, because some of them are going to be a little teeny little bit afraid of them. You don't want that. So they do have a powerful pinch, so you've got to be cautious about that. These crabs are considered, according to the pet store, and we have sand all over us right here, are fancy crabs. I'm thinking they're called fancy crabs because they're in fancy shells. So what's fun about these is they're all different colorful painted shells, and the kids like that. Now if you are purists and you want your crabs to look more natural in your habitat, then you can certainly get shells or crabs in these kinds of shells. I personally like the fancy ones. They just look cuter, and the kids like to watch them and give them names according to their shells. When you're buying hermit crabs, you don't want to buy just one. That might be a temptation if you have one child and they just want one little pet. I would not advise that. You need to buy at least 2 or 3, maybe 4. They like being together. They're very social. Unlike their name, hermit crab, they travel in packs in their natural habitat. They work together as families. And the word hermit crab actually comes from the solitude of the crab inside his shell, not because he's shy or timid, although sometimes they do look a little shy when they're pulling into their shells. But as you can see, these guys are pretty active, and they're going to be a lot of fun for the kids.